Hi everyone, I hope you're all doing really well. Back today to talk about What You Are Looking For Is in the Library by Michiko Aoyama. This is a really lovely contemporary novel which includes 5 interlinking short stories. 5 characters, each living in Tokyo and who each are somewhat dissatisfied with their life. A recent graduate struggling with her dead-end job, not knowing what to do. A 30-something accountant who is struggling to take the next step, breaking out from his stable career in order to pursue a career-long goal. A former editor who is struggling with sexism in her workplace, coming back from maternity leave and being sidelined in her job. An aspiring illustrator who feels like he never met his true potential. And a recent retiree who just doesn't know where he fits into society anymore. And one by one, each of these characters through their story end up entering this library, which to all extents and purposes seems pretty ordinary, but upon interaction with the fairly unassuming but incredibly perceptive librarian, who is able to recommend each of them a book which seems like it would be an odd choice for them, but actually ends up making them look at their life in a different way. The librarian Sayori Kamaki seems to have this absolutely uncanny knack at being able to pick the exact perfect book for each of these characters after being able to get them to open up about their lives. She's incredibly perceptive and able to uncover exactly what they need. And these books can be anything at all. A children's picture book, a novel, a giant illustrated book on evolution. They're unexpected, they don't seem like the perfect solution, but they're able to get each of our protagonists to look at their life in a different way and find the answer to the issue that they're struggling with. Reminding us that any book could be that perfect book that unlocks an answer deep within our minds, and it may be a book that you don't expect, and their power can be truly transformative. Even when our struggle is the greatest, all it can take is a quiet, unassuming nudge in the right direction. I really enjoyed this quiet, comforting message of this book. I found it fairly reminiscent in its style too, Before the Coffee Gets Cold. You know, those separate stories that are all interlinked by this one location that provides them comfort. If I had any criticisms for this, it's that sometimes it did become a little bit repetitive every time that each character would go into the library and would meet the librarian. They would often comment on the same things. For example, her weight is often commented on, the cookies on her desk, the fact that her assistant is a trainee. And personally, for myself, I would have found it a little bit more engaging. Number one, if the weight comments were not constantly brought up. But number two, if every time a protagonist would enter the library, if they would just comment on different things, I think it would open up the library and the librarian just that little bit more. I found the translation very readable. Occasionally, I would find there were some slightly awkward or clunky translations, just phrases that felt a little bit awkward, but I think that is part and parcel of reading a translation. Sometimes things are a lot better in their original language than they are translated directly into English. But yeah, overall, I found this really heartwarming. Just a good little reminder of how sometimes we just need a different look at a situation, a different angle in order to change the way that we perceive our lives, particularly in times when we're feeling just that little bit stuck. So there we go, those are my quick little thoughts on What You Are Looking For Is in the Library. Do let me know if you've read this and any thoughts that you may have had. I would love to hear from you. I hope you're having a fantastic day, and I look forward to talking to you again soon. Thanks. Bye.